Got no volume. No volume.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me unplug the headphones. That way I can hear everyone. So good morning and welcome. Clive, Sandy, or Clive, Nancy, Felicia, who else did I send one over to? Nancy Beach. A few of you, I sent you over a link. I was trying to bring you over this morning, so I sent you a link in Facebook to bring you over. I'm going to make an announcement this morning I'm really excited about, and I want to share with all of you. So I sent a few of you a link over in Facebook chat, so if you get that, just jump on over. And I want to say good morning to everyone. So I didn't have any sound there for a second, so good morning to Phil and Karen. Good morning, Nancy and Linda, Craig. Great to see you. Jody, it's nice to see you. Vicki, I see you here this morning. I can't wait to see you in just a couple weeks here down in Texas. John, great to see you this morning. And Christina, Rhonda, Jack down in Texas. Jack, FYI, on the conversation that we had earlier, you should be receiving that package by Wednesday of this week. Bob Miller out in San Diego, good morning and welcome. Sandy, good morning. Who's chatting over there? Good morning. Clive, when you chat over there, just so you know, no one else sees that except for a few of us.
Oh, okay.
Because they're using the webinars on air, so it's showing up over there. Just so you know, if over on the left, Clive, if you hit the webinars on air icon, if you have it, it will a lot of times will initialize and open up so you can see the chat where everyone's at. Good morning, Debbie and Judy. Shonda, good morning. Shonda, I'm gonna send you a little link over in Facebook. If you want to jump over, I would love to have you this morning. Because of the announcement that we're going to make, I would love to have you. Now, first of all, guys, I want to say, stick with me here. We're going to have a really great announcement. I brought a bunch of different friends on this morning, one of which is having breakfast, I guess. He's still having his breakfast. It looks like he's having some breakfast bacon. He's got his breakfast bacon going, so that's good. Guys, I actually brought Dustin. If you guys don't know Dustin's an online marketer, a networker, and also Dustin happens to be one of my best friends and just lives not too long, from my house, about an hour up the road. And the reason that I actually brought Dustin on this morning was I just happened to say hello this morning to him online, and he said he was going to jump over on the call, and it's giving me goosebumps because it's just funny how everything works out. And the fact that Dustin could be here for this announcement this morning it's pretty special because Dustin was around when I very first started the very, very, very beginnings of the free daily coaching, when it was a call, when it was still a conference call that you just called in and I recorded it on Free Conference Call HD. And so Dustin was probably one of the first 3 or 4 people to ever come to free daily coaching. And so this morning, to be able to bring something new to the table here and do something different and something fun and something new is really exciting because Dustin's seen the call since the beginning of it, guys. So he's been here since, we were just when it was just probably, there were some days where I was talking, it was probably just him. He didn't know that it wasn't just him on the line, but you know what? He came out and supported me, and I really, truly am grateful for that in my life today, that I've had people around me that have supported me and that have allowed me to then in turn support them. So what I would like to announce is, last week I had the opportunity, so that's why Dustin's here, guys. So if you're wondering why this guy's having his breakfast and he's hanging out and having a good time with us, that's why. He's one of my best friends. He's a great online marketer, and he's someone that has been here since the very beginning, so he's been able to see the entire evolution. Now, I brought Felicia and Clive out. I'm bringing a few other people over. I brought Nancy Beach over this morning. Angel I invited over, and I invited Shonda. So go look in your Facebook Messenger and see the whoops.
Bert,
Go see the link. Yes.
I just got news from one of the regular attendees that she was having trouble with the chat and with the audio. Are you seeing? I don't want you to make this big special announcement if people aren't.
Oh, there is no. I didn't have the chat enabled. There you go. There's the chat, guys. There was no chat because I just turned it up.
Okay, perfect. I'll tell her to try again.
Yeah,
She also had no sound.
I was just muted until I realized that. So there you go. I turned on the chat. Everyone's happy. They can. It's usually automatically on, so I didn't even notice that it wasn't on. So I apologize, guys. I'm so excited about what I'm about to announce that I didn't even realize. Nancy, just so you know, if you're chatting over in the one that you chatted in, it won't go to everyone. It'll just go over here. So I'm going to post a link, guys, in the chat. Only click on this link. Only click on this link if you came to the live work session that we did on Friday, or if since Friday till now you have decided to take that opportunity and join us on a one-on-one session. And this is what I'm so excited about. On Friday with myself, Clive, with Felicia, with Nancy, with Angel, with Jack Kelly, and myself, we actually held a little webinar, guys. A little one-on-one. It was like 1-on-7, whatever that was. There was about 6 of us there. And we did a live work session. And the reason that this is so exciting for the free daily coaching is because of what I'm going to tell you at the end. And I think that everyone that's on the call right now is going to be really excited at all of a sudden you just got something you didn't even know that you got, and you're going to be like, wow. We did a work session, and during that time, during that work session, every single person that was doing the tasks, actually followed the tasks that we were doing, got a result. Okay, let me say that again because that's really powerful, guys. Every single person that actually participated got a result. Okay, so they were able to actually get real-time results in real-time action. So what I did was I did something special for them because they were there live, and I offered some live one-on-one coaching. Okay. That coaching then raised in price over the weekend, and now this evening is going to raise again to a $97 price point. But this is the announcement that I want you guys to know about, that I'm super excited about for you guys. I actually had a conversation with my good friend Nancy on Friday, and we were talking about some different things and different things that we've been doing here on Free Daily Coaching, and I'm excited to announce the newest addition to Free Daily Coaching, and that's going to be called Free Daily Coaching, Friends of Free Daily Coaching. It's going to be a brand new secret group on Facebook. Every single person that was there on Friday is automatically going to be a part of this group, and the only way to get access to this group is going to be to become a friend of Free Daily Coaching. Well, what does that look like? Well, it's actually going to be a $19.95, guys, probably just right at $20, a $20 a month upgrade. The Free Daily Coaching call is absolutely 100% going to keep on going. We're going to keep on delivering the same value every single day of the week that we're doing right now, but now we're going to step the game up a bit. And if you become a friend of Free Daily Coaching for that $20 a month, every single week, once a week, we're going to meet and do a live work session just like we did last Friday, where we take real-time action and you get real-time results, guys. You get real leads, real responses, real results in real time. This is the exciting part, and this is why I brought everyone that came over on Friday. There's a few different ways to access, right? There's a few different ways to access the Free Daily Coaching, Friends of Free Daily Coaching. One of the ways is every single person that already took the opportunity to do a live one-on-one Facebook coaching with me, the very first month is absolutely free. It's going to be included. So in addition to the 1-hour one-on-one session that you've scheduled with me, you're going to have access to the first 4 weeks of the live sessions after that. If you guys want to continue after that, I'm going to give you guys a link. You'll be able to sign up, absolutely. But everyone that's doing the one-on-one coaching right now automatically gets that included. So you're automatically going to get 4 weeks of the Friends of Free Daily Coaching included. The other way, so that's one way, guys, if you decide to take advantage of that live coaching offer. The second way is if you're on my mastery team. If you're part of My Lead System Pro with me and you're on my mastery team, that also gets you unlimited free access to the Friends of Free Daily Coaching. And the third way is there'll be a $24.95. I'm going to cut that down for everyone here to $20. There'll be a $20 availability for you to have that elite access to the Friends of Free Daily Coaching. The great part is this. Those calls will be recorded for you so that if you're not there live, you can always go back and see what exactly we worked on that week. Guys, this is going to be something very, very, very special. And the reason that I know it's going to be so special, and I know that a lot of you are going to want to jump right on and be like, yeah, I want to be a part of the Friends, is because of the results. And I know this is a Mindset Monday, and you guys are like, Bert, why are you selling us something on Monday morning? We're supposed to start our week with mindset. The reason that I'm telling you about this is because I'm about to unleash these people that were here on Friday, and I want you guys to hear what they did Friday and how they translated that through the weekend and what kind of results they're getting. And the reason I want them to share it is because if I just always share my results, guys, it's not as powerful. It's not as powerful as you being able to see that anyone can apply these same principles and get massive results, right? And at the end, after they all share, I want to share one really fun thing that happened this weekend from using the Guru Code that some of us have been learning by being able to reach out to so many of you guys and really help you guys. Some exciting things have happened over the weekend. So Nancy, Felicia, Clive, Angel, I know all 4 of you guys guys and gals were there on Friday, started to implement it. I would love for someone to just jump out and go for it. I would like to remind every single person on this call that we have people like Shonda that just got into network marketing, that literally just has started marketing online, okay? And we have other people like Nancy Beach, who has just recently started using the online techniques, but is a traditional old school network marketer. So we have people from all different skill sets and all different longevity lengths of being in the business that are using these techniques to get real-time results. And this is the mindset part. I know I'm rambling, guys, but I want you guys to really get this. I want you to listen and think about what each of these people is about to share and where they're at in their business, and think, if Clive could do it, could you do it? If Shonda could do this, and she did it right in front of all of us, and it wasn't even really like conjointed, we kind of broke it apart, and if she could do that and she's brand new, could you do something like this? So whoever wants to start, just jump on out there, and let's talk about what we did on Friday.
I can go, Bert.
Go ahead, Shonda.
Hi, everyone. This is Shonda. Just wanted to share, actually, my testimonial from Friday. We actually got live online with Bert, and we began to utilize the 3-step system. And in doing so, basically, initially you don't know where it's going, because it's kind of like you just start, you start following the first step, which, you're like, well, what's this going to actually do? I'm talking to people I already know, and literally within that 3rd step, which Bert said was not all combined. We stopped, and he actually gave, explanation and further, insight on it and what it's actually doing and how it's building our skill set with this. And by the time we were done, I actually had a lead, and it was so exciting. So I am pumped. I can't wait for my one-on-one today, and I hope all you guys can take advantage of the offer.
Awesome, awesome, Shonda. That is super. It's just encouraging, super exciting to see that you can. That even someone that just barely started, you got a lead. And the fun part is, and you mentioned something I think that's really important, is that in the beginning you were like, what are we doing? I don't know why we're doing this. Like, in the beginning it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, I found exactly the same think
Go ahead,
myself.
Clive. Sure about that, Clive.
Yeah, it was really because I heard everyone was telling you that you got to meet 10 people a day on Facebook, and I was doing that, but there was no goal behind it. When with the 3-step process that you talked about and taught, where it really just made it so clear. And at the end of it, myself, I'd been chatting to people, but it was just senseless. But it comes back to that posting with purpose and all that kind of stuff. And you had a goal in mind, and we all worked towards it. And yes, and when I got that lead, the people thanking me to give me their email to put onto my mailing list, it really took me by surprise. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. So I'm very excited about it.
Awesome. Well, and that's the whole thing is, I was in that exact same place. So if you're in that place, where you're like, oh, well, I don't know, right? I'm not sure. Like, I have a little bit of contempt there. There's a little bit of doubt there. You're not really sure. Then come over and check out what we're doing, right? Like, literally, we did it. The reason that we did it the way that we did live, and the reason that we've now added this Friends of Free Daily Coaching to give you that live one-on-one access is to show you in real time how to do it, and then have you do it so that you then see that it works. You can see exactly what to do and the result that you're going to get. And I think that's what becomes so exciting, because you do it and you're all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, I could do this? This could work? Absolutely it can work. Absolutely.
I have to agree, because if you had just told us those steps and I would have thought, oh yeah, I can see that, and you just said go away and try it, I probably wouldn't have tried it. But the fact that you made us do it then and there and we got the results, it was very, very powerful. As I say, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's a powerful technique, and I've been using it now for a while, quite a while. And I try to explain it, and then people don't believe me, or they try it for a day or two, and they get a result, and then something over here looks sparkly, and they go and try that because they think it's going to be like a faster way. But check this out. Would everyone agree that it appears that I'm going very fast?
Absolutely.
In reality, imagine this, guys. I'm not check this out, right? As of today, I am not generating 75 to 100 leads a day. I'm not saying that wouldn't be awesome. I'm saying in my business model, I'm not doing that. So I'm not going like Mach 5, right? I'm just cruising along, I'm like that little turtle guy that's just like just like whistling my song. Like, listen, I'm gonna be on the road anyway. I don't need to find a shortcut or the new way for today or that when I know that I have to get from A to B anyway. So I might as well just cruise along and do it my way because it's working. Right? This way works. So instead of so check this out. Everyone that was there Friday and got results, you can no longer say, I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't know what to do. You can no longer use that excuse. That has now been wiped away. You have now permanently removed a massive, massive, massive obstacle that was on your journey, that was in the path to success. You just blew that whole thing right out of the water. It's gone. It's not even on the road anymore. So who else wants to share? Nancy, Felicia, Angel?
Oh, go ahead.
Before you guys get started, I got to watch the replay, which I was really excited to learn a few things in there. And before you get started, I think you should just maybe recap the 3 simple steps there. As you start conversations with people, one thing that I think a lot of people don't do is give the little break time in there, give the 5-minute break time in there to go do the other steps. And when you reply back right away, you do seem desperate, I think. That was one point I really picked up in there. That was awesome.
Absolutely, Dustin. So Dustin actually got to see the replay. So guys, without getting into it, and the replay's actually been taken down. So if you missed it over the weekend, the only way to get access, and you can actually get access to the replay, a one-on-one live session with myself and that first month of the Friends of Free Daily Coaching, all of that is available until tonight at a $47 price point. So if that's something that you want to get in on and that's something that you want and you want the full lowdown, then just send me a private message, send me an email, get a hold of me today, because at midnight tonight, that goes up to $97. Now, I'm going to tell you what the 3 steps are, but they might not make sense if you don't have the video, right? Because step number 1 is warm-up. 1 is warm-up, okay, so you can write that down. 2 is new, and 3 is reply. So it's a simple 1, 2, 3 system. 1 is a warm-up, 2 is new, and 3 is the reply. So we used a 5-minute system the other day. You can bump that up, and as I'm doing the one-on-one sessions with you guys, I'm going to show you how you can change that variation up depending on what your response time is, and that will vary for everyone. So good point, Dustin. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. I totally didn't even think about that there is some people here today that actually were able to, we're actually able to access that replay for a little while over the weekend that may have some questions, or maybe you weren't able to access the replay. Maybe you were like, man, I wanted to see that, but you feel like you missed out. Well, you didn't miss out. There's still an opportunity to plug in and be able to get that video as well as much, much more. So,
well, I wanted to put in, I mean, as you had said, I've been a network marketer for many years, and the thing is when you were with this live session you did, it kind of was like a kickback for me, because that's what I learned way back, and then I kind of let that go. I mean, like the shiny object thing, I kind of watched other things, and I thought, well, there's got to be a different way to do it, because I mean, I was getting results. I mean, technically speaking, I could have over 5,000 people on my friends list. I just became choosy on who I had. I didn't like being spammed, and I started removing people that weren't, connecting with me. What I did like about it was I had never thought to ask for an email unless we got into a serious conversation, and some of those conversations would take an hour or so to get to know the person. But that's the way I was taught. It's just like doing it face to face. And that brought that back. I really appreciated that, because I actually walked away that day within that hour with 5 or 6 altogether, because I talked to a couple people. I went back afterwards to a couple of people I connected with, and since then, this morning I woke up and I have 12 new Facebook requests, friend requests, that want to talk to me. Because I made that communication. I reached out. And the other thing, too, was I didn't really go into the groups. And that was something you showed us. And I'm in 147 different groups. And I don't communicate with a lot of them because I don't like all the spamming. But what I did because of what you showed us, I went into those groups, and rather than spam my stuff, I actually put out a few little tidbits, my little personal, like, hi, thanks for being in the group. I haven't been participating, but I see that a lot of you are network marketers, and I made this little comment, and this morning I woke up with, I think it's 15 new friend requests, people that are from those different groups. That was really awesome. So when I get back to them today, I'll have that connection. But the thing is I mean, even for somebody who's old school, or even someone who's been a network marketer or online marketer, this to me was very like a good kick in the pants, plus the new tips. I mean, asking for an email, it's not something I've ever done.
Absolutely.
So that was really, really important, because, I mean, the number of people that are now communicating with me, now I've got, actually, it's like a call to action.
Absolutely.
It's like a call to action.
Absolutely.
That was really valuable.
And the great part, guys, is now Nancy went out, and during this time, sometimes what happens is during your reach out, some people aren't online, some people aren't around, and what's going to happen is the next day, hours later, 2 days later, all of a sudden, over time, if you continue to do this method, every day a few of those tricklers come, right, that don't see the messages right away, and pretty soon, over time, guys, pretty soon you wake up and every day you have new friend requests. Every day there's new people wanting to connect with you. Every day there's more people trying to come back and talk to you about in response to when you were reaching out to them. So let's check in and see if Felicia or Angel has anything to share. I know Angel said she was having some tech issues this morning. Felicia's probably still in her PJs getting the kids ready for school, so she's got her camera on.
No, my kids are long gone, buddy.
Oh, there, see? Her kids are long gone. She's still hanging out in her pajamas, dude.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you that much.
It's the work from home lifestyle. So, Felicia, you were there on Friday, but I had shown you this. Felicia and I actually worked together on a lot of projects. As many of you know, she does one of the calls here on Free Daily Coaching. So we worked together, and Felicia, I had shown you this method, this basic concept before I had kind of named it out and everything. So you did it before. How's it fared for you using this method?
Well, I mean, it made it where my list grew every single day. And part of it, you know, and just getting going in this industry is you're always wanting to make strides forward. You're wanting to make some progress every single day, but you can't necessarily say, well, I demand to make a sale every day, or I demand to, you know, bring somebody new into my business every day. That's just not going to happen. I mean, it's got to be the right timing for the people that you're talking to. But the one thing that you know, this was one thing that I could absolutely control, that I know that I'm sharing some valuable information. It's just a matter of thinking a little bit, who is that information so valuable to? And then, oh my goodness, all you get is a bunch of thank yous, and thank yous. So you're not, it's not, it's something that's well within your control. But also, one of the things that I wanted to share, which was so great about your method that you've been that you've shared with me over the past months, is that it transcends every one of these specific platforms or shiny objects or anything like that. So some of y'all may know that I have had so I guess some challenges or some changes because of different platforms, you know, whether it's going to be YouTube or Google Plus or Facebook or person-to-person or, you know, blogging and email and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. You can take these techniques and they transition all of those, which is really, really cool. Once you learn it one time, it's not like you've got to learn it all over again to learn how to do it on Google versus learning how to do it on Facebook.
Absolutely, and that's one of the great.
Bert, to that point, that's a really good point, Felicia. I'm sorry, Bert.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just going to say that was a really good point that she was making, because I personally, you know, you've said in the past that like you get on the googly and it's just not your zhuzh. Well, I feel that way on Facebook, but I actually watched the recording Friday and decided, well, I needed to try to implement this back on Facebook, because there's too many opportunities or leads that you leave on the table by not leveraging Facebook. And so I think the great thing is that it actually does translate. It's really no difference in that sense if you do it the right way. And the one thing that I was missing on Facebook that I was doing on Google and having success on Google Plus was that I didn't have that element of purpose in there. So I went back and put the element of purpose in there. And so while I've got now people who maybe were not business people, but are like, well, now tell me more about what you're talking about, what you do. So that's opening up new avenues for me.
Right, absolutely. It's a powerful strategy, and I'm going to show you guys how powerful in just a second. It's something I'm so excited about. Literally, I want to share something with you guys that's really powerful. This strategy, this technique, the way to develop a list like this is so powerful. What sounds better to you? Let me ask you this question. What would be better for each and every one of you? Would you rather put on a webinar this Thursday afternoon? I'm just using a random day. And you can go out and promote it all week this week and spend a bunch of money on the ads. And let's say you get 27 people to register for the webinar. And let's say you get a 13% or a 50% show up rate. And let's say that 13 people actually show up to your webinar. Out of those 13, if you make a sale or two, does that sound like it's something that you would like to do, or does this sound better? Let me just ask you, what sounds better? Or would you rather develop a list where you could literally invite a half a dozen people to the webinar and have over, this is crazy guys, over 100% conversion rate? What would be better? Clive, what's better for you? Invite six and get 100%, or invite 13 and get maybe 1 or 2? Like maybe 10%.
Definitely option number 2, and that's the thing I think that's this whole system is all about, is that you're getting people. You're not just getting someone opting into some random opt-in page. You're getting people that you've communicated with, and they are joining your list, and that's hugely powerful.
It's way powerful. It's way more powerful. Exactly. The amount of the difference on result is way different. It's like, do you want to talk? And I'm not saying it's bad to do this. I'm saying it's 2 different ways, and you can sprinkle a little bit of both. But what is best? Talking to 1,000 that maybe, or putting something in front of 1,000 people that maybe 100 decide to look at, and out of those 100, maybe 10 come around, and out of those 10, maybe 1 or 2. Or go out directly and just talk to 10, and hopefully out of those 10, even if you got 5 of those people to just join directly to you just to get on your email list, isn't that better? In my opinion, absolutely. And I can tell you guys that I literally did a webinar. I got over 100% conversion rate. Okay? Over 100%. How is that even possible? This is how. If you converted every single person that was on the live webinar, and then people weren't on the webinar and came to you and said, hey, I would like that offer too, that's more than 100%, right? Because if you have 20 people on a webinar and 20 people buy your potato chips, because that's what you're selling is potato chips, and then 5 more people after the webinar say, hey, I heard you had the best kettle-baked salt and vinegar potato chips on sale, and they buy bags, then you just made over 100% conversion rate. Guys, this is all things that I have learned everything. I'm not making anything up. I literally have learned, followed direction, and then applied it. I'd like you to think about this. I'm going slow to go fast, and all I'm doing is taking what was once old and making it new again. I'm using the same techniques that old school network marketers would suggest. All I did was just put a little boop, just a little twist on it, and we're using a different medium by using social media platforms. We're using a different medium than just meeting them at the store or going and talking just to your friends and family, the people that you know physically. Right? Because of the internet, because of these social networks, it makes our influence and the amount of people that we can reach infinitely larger. So Angel, I know you were having some technical difficulties. Is there anything that you wanted to share this morning before I show you guys the big announcement?
Hi, can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Okay. No, I really liked it this weekend too. I didn't get as much time on Facebook during the weekends because the kids are all around, but I did get a couple of emails, and I also took it out into Twitter and used it there, so it was really good. I just like that it's so natural to ask for an email now. I don't feel like, you know, I'm waiting for that opportunity. It's just a natural flow, and I'm just really liking it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that natural flow.
Can I say something too, Bert? The
Absolutely.
other thing too that I found was the fact that, I mean, like I said, I learned this before, years ago, okay, when it first came online, and I was using it, and then I stopped using it. So having you actually walk us through it, and the way that you actually put it together, that was what really got me excited, because I have some, you know, people give. I've bought all kinds of programs. I've spent over $30,000 in the last 5 years on education. I got more done, yes, on that webinar. I mean, actual, real live results, because you walked us through it. And if we had a problem, we could actually ask you right then and there, and say, hey, wait a minute, what about this? And yeah, you can do that, and do it this way. You actually showed us how to do it, exactly how to do it. And for me, I'm I'm not like you young people out there that grew up on computers, so I have some technical challenges, and that just avoided all of the technical challenges because you actually showed us step by step. That's the kind of training I like to get into, and even though I'm a seasoned networker, coming online I have some challenges, and this gave me like a platform to work off of without the challenge.
Awesome. Well, I want to make 2 special announcements, and this is what they are. First of all, every single person who decided that came last Friday that decided to take me up on the one-on-one coaching and do some of this more intense Facebook coaching is, of course, now they're going to be getting that first month of the Friends of Free Daily Coaching absolutely free. Every single person who decides to become a friend of the Free Daily Coaching and do that elite training, that once a week 1-hour work session, also is invited to Breakfast with Bert. If you guys are going to do the Live the Dream event, which if you haven't got your tickets already, I highly recommend you go to livethedreamevent.com. If you're already here, I'll put it in the chat. If you're already a member of My Lead System Pro, it'll go right to your person. And if you're not, then get with whoever brought you here to the Hangout today, and they'll hook you up and they can tell you where to go. That's my specific link. Here, let me put the regular one. If you're not on my team, if you're on someone else's team, just go to livethedreamevent.com, and you can go and grab tickets. So everyone will be invited. It's going to be Saturday morning at the Big Juan. That's the name of the restaurant. It's one of those restaurants that's featured on the like Man vs. Food, where there's like, you know, food the size of like a watermelon they have to eat in like 12 minutes or something silly. We will not be doing that challenge, but they have a big meeting room there, and we're going to do a breakfast and a mastermind on Saturday morning. So I'll know who you are. I'll know that you're part of the Free Daily Friends. If you're there at the Live the Dream event, just come and find me on Friday night, and I'll give you all the details, or you can get a hold of me online. So that's the first exciting thing, is just another extra bonus is being part of the free Friends with Bert. But I was able to show you all examples. Maybe you're watching this on YouTube this morning or Google Plus, and you're watching this replay, and you're like, okay, well that's great, Bert. They did it, and we see you said that you've done some things, and you're going slow to go fast and all this, but how do we really know that it works? Well, I've specifically been I've learned quite a vast amount of marketing and networking knowledge over the last year and a half, and over really the last about 6 months, I've really been focused on studying with a specific mentor and really following directions to the T and trying to really be focused, and the results speak for themselves, guys. And yesterday I saw that I had done this, and I was so excited because of the fact that it was my anniversary. We were able to put something together really exciting for Free Daily Coaching, because we've been applying the Guru Code, and our call has been growing, and each of you guys that I've been working with has been getting some really amazing results that I wanted to show you. So let me do a screen share, and someone just tell me when you guys can see my screen share. Tell me when you can see this where it says leads here.
See your whiteboard.
Can you see this where it says total increase of leads?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you can see that there's no Bert Bledsoe anywhere in here. I have not increased my total lead generation over the last 7 days, the last 30 days, or the last 90 days in My Lead System Pro, which is the system that I use. I have not done that. No, I'm not saying it's good or bad, guys. I'm just saying I haven't done that. I haven't generated the total amount of leads in the last 7 days, 30 days, or all time. I'm not in the top of those either. Okay? But what I want to show you is what's really crazy. Total MLSP points all time in the last 30, 90, and all time. I made it to this 30-day board over here. Okay? But this is where I want to show you guys. This is crazy. This is something that shows that this method used consistently absolutely works. Total active MLSP points in the last 30 days, 90 days, and all time, guys. All time active leader points. Last night I was on number 14, so Steve Jaffe must have signed someone up last night. or someone upgraded, and look, I made it. And I'm not showing you guys this. Guys, I wasn't showing you guys that because I want to be rah-rah for me. I'm showing you guys that to show you that this strategy 100% works, and it works good, okay? I know it. I've done it. I'm showing it to you. I don't know how much more I could do to show you how well this works, right? I'm not sure that it's even possible that I could do more other than this. Every single week for an hour, maybe sometimes a little bit longer, I'm going to sit down. We're going to do a live one-on-one work session where you can do exactly what I'm doing, and you can start to get the results that you desire, that you deserve, that you want to get. Okay? Hey, thanks, guys. I know it's awesome. It's not about way to go. Like, I am excited. Don't get me wrong. But the whole point of getting to those leaderboards is so that I can show it to you guys. That's the only reason. It's not. Yes, I like to be up there, and that's all fun to get there and get to like new markers. The point of getting there, though, is to show you that you can do the same thing. Because just over 2 years ago, I just looked at those. Not even 2 years ago, just less or just under 2 years ago, I used to look at all those leaderboards and go, "Wow, remember Dustin?" When I was L0, and I would call you, and I'd be like, dude, how do you get on there? Like, I want to go on that board. Like, it seemed like so unrealistic, like so fantastical, didn't it? Like it was a dream.
Leads were out of this world, you know, or something out of this world, and now they're not, you know, so unascertainable.
Absolutely. It was like this foreign concept, like, what? We can generate a lead? We can get someone will sign up to our business? We'll have a team? Absolutely. Think about it like this, and here's the mindset, guys, and I'm going to let you go, and I appreciate every single one of you for sticking with it for an extra 15 minutes this morning. I want you to start imagining what it's going to be like when you have a team of people that are running with you, right? Imagine that all of a sudden, if me and Clive are running together right now, and we're hanging out, imagine what it's going to be like, Clive, when you have 12, 15, 20 people that are running with you. I'm guessing it's going to be a bunch of people on boats. Like, they're going to be like our boat patrol, like our own Navy, Clive and the Florida Boat Patrol coming up for the rescue, right? And this is how I want you to go out and act today like you do have 20 people on your team. In your mind, pretend like you already have 20 people and behave like you got 20 people on your team today. What would you do if you already had 20 people? How would you behave? What would you do today? That's how you should behave. That's how you should go. Because L0, right, or single diamond, or brand new rep, or the new guy, wherever you're at, or new gal, wherever you're at in your business is right where you're supposed to be. You've got to take each individual step to get to the next step. The best part about that, though, is only physically do you have to do that. Up here, you can go as far forward into the future as you want. And the farther you go, the more powerful you'll become, the more passionate you'll become, the more commanding that you will become, so that people will be absolutely irresistibly attracted to you and your message, and they will be able to do nothing more than join you immediately. That's the reality, guys. That is the reality that you can create, that you can go out and do it. I'm so excited for everyone that's been participating on Free Daily Coaching. I'm pumped about what's going on over the next few days on these one-on-one sessions, because it means a lot of people are going to be starting to connect with a lot of new people, and it's going to mean the circle is going to get bigger. There's going to be more excitement. There's going to be more people participating, which means you guys have better chances to have more people join your team. Thank you so much, each and every one of the panelists. I want to thank every single one of you guys for staying a little extra time this morning. Today until midnight is the last time you can get the discounted price for the access for the first month for the free Friends of Free Daily Coaching, plus that live one-on-one Facebook session. So if that's something that you want to take advantage of, you need to PM me, get a hold of me on Facebook or something today so that I can get you plugged into that. Every single one of you that's already taken advantage of it, if you haven't scheduled your appointment, I think almost every single one of you has, but if you haven't, reach out to me so we can make sure we get that scheduled. And I will be looking forward to seeing a bunch of you today and tomorrow, and I will, I'm sure, see some of you as we socialize through Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google+, LinkedIn, and all the rest of the fun places that there is out on the interweb. So thank you guys for joining me today. I will see you all very soon. Have a great day, and thanks for joining us here at freedailycoaching.com.
Thanks, Bert.
Thank you, Bert.
Thanks, guys.